Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
They did a Young Frankenstein.
They did. They threw a Young
bit.
Frankenstein in there.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, or ears, rather.
My ears. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
My name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched The Bride!
Exclamation.
Can anybody help me? Please. I didn't want this. I didn't want any of this. Please. Help. Help.
Exclamation. Reclamation. Point. See, that's how she speaks in the film.
That is how she speaks in the film. This is, so Maggie Gyllenhaal wrote and directed this. Mm-hmm. Really putting it all out there.
Really loose remake of The Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's Jessie Buckley as the bride.
As the bride, yeah.
Christian Bale is as Frank.
As Frank.
And boy, what a cast,
I
man.
know,
You got a Sarsgaard. You got Annette
Penelope
Bening.
Cruz, Annette Bening.
Yes, Penelope Cruz was the one I didn't know was in this. And so when she showed up, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and I didn't expect Jake Gyllenhaal to be as big a part in it as he is.
Yeah, he's still not a huge part.
No, but like you see him more than I expected to.
Yeah. This is basically it's what if we did the Joker before Bride of Frankenstein?
Yeah, what if we I guess
I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I enjoyed this movie, but I don't know if it's a good movie.
I see what you're saying. I both enjoyed this movie and think it's very good.
Okay, great. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. So we'll run with that because I
will say
it's getting like.
Go ahead.
Oh no, it's getting like kind of mid critics reviews and then high audience reviews, and to me, I came out of it thinking like this is something that a lot of like teenagers are gonna love. A lot of teenage goths are gonna love this movie.
Yeah, it's it's Maggie Gyllenhaal making one very loud, angry, frustrated, furious point. And it's weirdly kind of a blast. It's dream logic. It's it kind of veers back and forth between being narratively literal and metaphorical, which is, I think, probably the only hit against it, but I didn't really consider it a hit because the whole movie is like that. Like it begins with Mary Shelley talking to us from beyond the grave, so it's like okay.
Yes,
it's okay.
Yeah, I think it comes off or it presents as being more pretentious than it is.
Yeah.
Like off the bat, it's not that pretentious of a film.
No.
To me, it's like
it's pretty easy to follow.
Oh yeah, for sure. To me, it's like we've talked about how art is so embarrassing.
Oh yeah,
where it's like it's that right. It's like poetry. It's like reading someone's fucking poetry journal. This movie.
Yeah. And there's a couple of moments, like when she looks right at the camera and shouts, "Me too," where it's like, we got it.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, it's like, but yeah, I'm a white man sitting comfortably in the audience saying, yeah, we got it. Like,
Right.
this is only the second movie Maggie Gyllenhaal's directed.
What was the first?
I forget what it's called, but it also has Jessie Buckley in it. She got an Oscar
cool.
nom for it.
Oh shit!
It's her and Olivia Colman.
think
What's the
she's
title of it?
Here, I'll look it up. The Lost Daughter.
There it is.
She's a great director.
She is. And
Yeah.
I think, to challenge the Joker comparison, like, this movie is very firmly about something. It has a point of view and something to say, and it's very consistent on it.
Yeah, I had more to say about that comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Joker for the bride, but good. Is really what I wanted to say. I didn't like the Joker. Obviously, I've talked about it.
Right.
It's like it has the same energy as the Joker.
Kind of
the difference
anarchy,
is
yeah, gleeful anarchy.
right. There's a few key differences. One is like she has morals in this. Like she's affected by the murder she causes and stuff like that. The death.
It's part of it.
They show her, and it feels less edgelordy in a nihilistic, like fuck everything way. I hate that this is true, but it is true. Is that the Joker coming from a white dude who wants to be a comedian? I'm like, yeah, I don't care about your struggle. I just don't.
Well, and
I'm
it's like,
sorry.
it's such a, yeah.
It feels more edgelordy, right? Like this is, to me, this is in the realm of movies like Tank Girl, where it's like I really like Tank Girl, and Tank Girl isn't trying to say a lot, but it's like it's just kind of cool and fun.
Yeah.
Like this is like them getting like tattoos and being on the run. It's just like
Yeah, it's great.
It's the Jared Leto Joker. Like it's like they become like dirtbags.
Yeah, they become
I thought
Bonnie
that
and
was so
Clyde.
funny.
Yeah. Because it's all about, right? It's all about like women have no ownership over their bodies or identities, not even in death, right? So it's like even when she's resurrected, she pointedly has no memory of her previous life. So Frankenstein starts lying to her.
Right,
Frankenstein's
everybody's just lying to her.
But yeah, so like he's fine with killing because he's had to do it. So, and he got over that a long time ago. So he's just
he
like,
doesn't like people.
oh, the first time is all right, you get over it. Like he's trying to like, he's foisting his own image of what he wants her to be on her, even though he's like, I guess the more sympathetic person in her life, just because I don't know. Anyway, but it's all about people telling her what she is and what she's supposed to be, and yeah, her not being okay with the violence is a big part of it because that identity gets thrust upon her.
Yes.
By Frank.
Yeah, because she doesn't really do
Inadvertently,
anything wrong in this.
No, not really.
I mean, spoilers, obviously. I thought the ending was a little weird, only because I was like, I don't need them to be resurrected in this celebratory way. Whereas, like, I felt it was like it didn't feel like their romance was, like it was. It felt like with that thread of him lying to her and stuff like that, where I was like, I didn't really need the romance to be reaffirmed at the end. It didn't feel like about their romance, I guess.
It wasn't. It was about how she decided to categorize their relationship. Because it had been that's how I'm interpreting it.
Yeah, no,
but
that's
like
not bad.
it's like she takes it from jump just at face value from what Frank is telling her because she doesn't have any memory otherwise. She's like, no, we're married,
Right.
we're in love. So she just takes the relationship as a romantic one, like they're in love. And in their scene at the drive-in right before he gets shot, when he comes clean and she's like, no, I don't want to marry you. But like it's also clear that she is accepting him as a companion.
Yeah, like they're hitting the reset button where she's like, "Well, let's get to know each other." It's
Yeah, like
kind
she
of that
still
feeling.
like she still like loves him in a way. Like he's
There's also kind of
yeah.
It's ambiguous about if they're resurrected, if they'll even remember each other,
That's right.
or they're
right.
what
yeah.
just happened
we don't
to
know.
them.
Yeah, we have no idea.
So that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that means they'll both be at a clean slate, right? But the last
Yeah.
image we see is their hands clasping, so the suggestion is that they do remember.
Right. Yeah. I just didn't think of this as a romance story,
No,
I
me
guess,
neither.
where it has like tinges of that, of the Bonnie and Clyde or Romeo and Juliet, where I don't like, it's not bad that it's there, but like what you're saying, which is like this idea of she's you know, like there's so many weird things. So Mary Shelley possesses her before she even dies.
Sure does.
Which is an interesting idea.
Yeah.
And
There's a little bit
that
of venom in this movie.
Yes.
Where she argues with herself.
Yes. That manifests in what I would boil down to like a man's worst fear, which is a woman who talks a lot. Like, and that I think that's the point, right? Is she's very chatty. And she seems to know a lot. Yes.
Well, she has the formidable intelligence and wit of Mary Shelley, and also like 200 years of omniscience as a dead person. Like she knows everything.
So she like knows the sins of people.
We think. Well, yeah, you're right. That is that scene
because she does reveal people's like, yeah,
people's sad like, they're sad murdered wives and mistresses. That's right. Because she's also tapping into Ida's knowledge as an informant.
Right. But it does seem like she knows more than it's interesting because this is Frankenstein, the story, but Mary Shelley, the writer, who I guess would then be God, right? She would be the god of this world. Mary Shelley, like,
yeah, and
she's all knowing.
Yeah.
Possessing her. So it's like this character being possessed by her creator, essentially.
Yeah.
To create her too, because she doesn't really like. She's, you know, at the very beginning, it's like she just kind of forms her.
Yeah, she zooms into. She says, "Oh, there's a crack in her too. Let's zoom in now," and creates her own character of the bride. And she pointedly says that she doesn't like the Bride of Frankenstein, which is funny because it's another example of like her agency being taken away, right? Because like the Bride of Frankenstein is a sequel to the movie. It's not a sequel she wrote,
right? Oh yeah.
Although I think the creature does talk about Victor wanting Victor to make him a companion in the book. I think it's been too long.
It makes. We talked about this when we were talking about the Guillermo del Toro one, where it's like it's just wild that like sci-fi horror was not. I guess I always use like invented, but obviously it's hard to know who invented what. But like one of the first examples of sci-fi horror was made by a teenage girl, as they say in this, on a dare in a cabin, where it's just like
they were getting fucking high for the weekend,
right? And it's that thing of like it then getting kind of just that genre getting kind of carried away by, you know, as it does dudes, and like
sort of omitting
like
her.
Said, it reminds me of the band Body Count, which is Ice-T's punk band, where he talked about why did he make that band, and he was like, well, they took rock and roll from us, so like I wanted to reclaim it in a way, like I wanted to take it back and make it punk rock, and it's like that, like that kind of, I don't know, it's an interesting place to come from, because this is very much obviously
and it's in the flapper era when women were beginning to rebel against the norms and roles, etc.
Yes. Yeah, so like the just taking the Bride of Frankenstein, which like you're saying is like this tacked on thing, and her name is, she's a possession of Frankenstein, like it's not she like the idea of like she doesn't really have a name, she's just it's like calling like Catherine Bigelow James Cameron's ex-wife or something like that, you know what I mean?
Wife of
like
Cameron.
Yeah. Bride of Cameron.
Bride of Cameron. Jesus.
So like
he's pitched that to one of his wives, you know he has.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's kind of like, how do you tell the Bride of Frankenstein as a story? And it's like, this is kind of how you do that, because you wouldn't want to make like a gothic like serious or like unironic or authentic version, because it was never authentic, you know? It was always kind of
a little pastiche.
This cheesy tack on.
Yeah, and sort of just kind of monster movies of the era.
Right. There's like a larger funny thing about this movie that I would argue is like, one of those things that if you haven't seen this movie, it just like it almost feels like a parody where it's like a gritty Bride of Frankenstein movie. You know what I mean? Where like if you haven't watched the movie, it's silly. It's silly to see Christian Bale as like the bolt in the neck.
Yeah,
Frankenstein.
bolt in the neck, and she's calling him Frank.
Yeah, and again, they're doing like on the road Bonnie and Clyde Joker stuff. Like this is your granddaddy's Frankenstein. Yeah. But obviously, when you watch the movie, you realize like this movie understands what it's doing is silly.
I think that's part of it too. Like it's so meta already, right, from jump, and it's sort of like baking that into here's all the different weird things this movie is. Here's all the different weird things Frankenstein is.
Right.
Like here's all the like. So why can't like? Anyway, I think it pairs nicely with its theme.
It's an interesting idea because, like, Frankenstein, the character, they do make him sympathetic.
Yeah. He's not like, he's trying to, like, uplift her. He's just, his story sort of mirrors what's going on with Peter Sarsgaard and Penelope Cruz, in that he's trying to support her, but he's still holding her back. Right. And he's like he's like a teenager. Like, he has like that. Yeah, he has that, like, the idea that they present him as he shows up and he's just so lonely. And he's just like, I just need somebody. I just need some. And they please. They begin it with, like, a version of that riddle, like, but I can't operate on this person. He's my son. You remember that riddle where it's like, oh, but it's because the doctor's a woman. Like, he assumes that the doctor he's looking for is not Annette Bening. Oh, yeah. Who's great mad scientist energy. She's so good, man. Loving Annette Bening when she shows up. Oh, yeah. Walking out of the theater, I saw this with my brother and we started commenting on it. Like, she's one that you don't really think about, but she normally plays, like, really, really out there characters. Oh, I think about Annette Bening all the time. But yes. Well, I know you do. Yeah. But from one of her more grounded movies, though, The American President. Right. Like, she's kind of usually a little more out there. Yeah, she's kind of a weirdo. She doesn't get put into the weirdo category as much as she should, and and here she is being a weirdo. She's always great. Yeah, like, she's always good. This is one where she's not even like, she doesn't even have a lot to do. It's very briefly, and only in the beginning and the end, really. Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, her character it's beefy enough. Yeah, yeah. The one, like, Penelope Cruz, surprisingly, like, again, she becomes a major character in this. Yeah. She plays a detective who's like detective on the down low, where it's Peter Sarsgaard is like, he's doing the trying. He's like trying, but he's a terrible guy too. Yeah, he's also but he's doing like the without a clue thing, which is a deep cut reference for listeners. But like, she's the real detective, and he knows that. Yeah, and he's kind of bluffing through the misogyny by being like, oh, she's my secretary here taking notes, and he like winks at her while she works the crime scene while he distracts the male cops. Right. But at the same time, he's like, yeah, he knows he's nothing without her. Basically, like, he's this washed up, like, shitty cop who got this good situation. Yeah. His arc, he's a little like too, like, he was a little too convenient. Yeah. At the end, he's like, I'm resigning and I'm bad, and here, if you stay, I've made you the detective. Well, if you stay for did you stay for the mid credits? Oh yeah, where he's like helping all the brides. Yeah. He busts the guy Lupino. Is that the guy from fucking Superman? I think so. Poor guy. He's got a face. He's got a face. He's got bad guy face. He knows it. He's making it work for him. Don't feel bad for him. Yeah. Like, you're going to play nothing but, like, the creepiest creeps. Yeah, you're going to get dropped from the sky by Hawk Girl, or you're going to have just so many jars full of tongues, human tongues. Yeah. Oh, I just looked him up. I think he's the guy in 2012, the rich guy. I don't remember 2012 enough. Oh, okay. Which is also, like, again, like, he plays Russian Trump, basically, where it's like... Rich, so shitty guy. Yeah. So Trump. Something lightning just struck my brain, Dave. Oh. The character's name is Ida, and the gangster's name is Lupino. And Ida Lupino was like I don't know if she was the first, but she was one of the first like significant women directors who was an actress first, like Maggie Gyllenhaal.
That makes
so
sense.
yeah.
This movie's gonna be filled with this shit.
It's going to be loaded with that stuff. Yeah, I bet if you watch it again, you'll notice even more stuff. That I did not even make that connection that his name is Lupino and her name is Ida.
No.
That's interesting.
No, that's weird. And it's weird because I guess they're just directly opposed to each other. She doesn't even realize it. Like
No.
the bit at the beginning. So the idea is, she's
We
a
don't
mob
know it
informant.
either. It's like slowly revealed to us as she sort of
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
She gets possessed by the ghost of
the
God.
ghost of Mary Shelley.
Yeah, and makes a scene basically at a restaurant.
She's the coolest
bring
ghost.
her out. Oh yeah.
She fucking rules.
Oh yeah, I like her.
Doesn't have any time for anyone's shit.
Yeah, yeah, and she gets shoved down some steps.
Oh,
Buried.
Turbo dies.
Yeah,
They bury her in
I like that
Poplar's Field.
sequence.
It's good.
yeah.
There's so many
This
good
is-
sequences in this.
Right. I sort of thought this was going to be like Baz Luhrmann, The Bride, and that actually, I don't like Baz Luhrmann. I like this. So I would actually. I know a lot of people like Baz Luhrmann, but like he's very creative, and Moulin Rouge is good.
I think Baz Luhrmann is more sizzle than steak.
I think so. Yes.
I like the sizzle. Like I like watching his movies, but I recognize that, in my opinion, they tend to come off more superficial.
Yeah, it's
And that's fine. That's what he's
Moulin
about.
Rouge,
That's clearly
like
what he's interested in.
Right, his biggest movie. It's just a series of cover songs, and
It's a
like that
jukebox
to
musical,
me
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, it just didn't. I don't know.
It's a very like tropey, tragic love story, but like it's cool and it's got these big set pieces and these weird performances and these weird musical. I mean, there's stuff to like about Baz Luhrmann, but I totally get what you're saying.
It's like empty calories.
exactly.
Where it's
yeah,
like
candy bars.
yeah, where it's like I feel like he's very loud.
John
and
Leguizamo in
it's
that movie, that is a candy bar.
Oh yeah, and it's all in service of not really saying much.
No, it's just a big show.
Yeah,
Sometimes you want a big show. That's fine.
Yeah, sometimes you want Romeo and Juliet with guns.
With guns.
Why not?
Sometimes you want
that
Paul
movie's so
Sorvino to say,
stupid.
"I'm going to reach for my rapier," and he grabs a shotgun labeled rapier.
Yeah,
Or longsword or
that's
whatever
one of
it
those
is.
things where it's like just change the words. Like I know that the assignment was like I'm not going to change a word. I'm like, nah, you can just change.
Remember what it was like to watch that in the mid '90s, though. That was nuts. Like that's
Yeah.
before like YouTube and Arrested Development and like that speed of like comedy, and it moves
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Oh no, it was very unique.
Yeah, I mean
when
there
it
was a
came
reason.
out.
There was a reason it blew up. But
Yeah.
anyway,
It
this
was
is
a
not.
Baz hit it big, but like
Tom and Dave watch Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, this isn't even the style of Baz Luhrmann. So I want to say
No,
is
but I
like,
get what you're
it's-
saying.
Yeah, the trailers made it out to look like it might be that, but it's its own unique style, I would say.
Yeah, and there are musical numbers in it, and they're great.
Unmotivated musical numbers, specifically.
Some of them are very motivated.
Oh, I guess I mean like fantasy. When they all start singing with Jake Gyllenhaal at the party.
when they dip in and out of fantasy, and it's unclear if like there's one really great scene, and I get why this movie is. If you try to pin it down, logically it doesn't hold together. But if you just sort of like a lot of it reminds me of kind of the musical montage in Sinners. Because it dips in and out of narrative and metaphor and also interior thoughts and interior worlds with what's literally happening. And it goes in and out of that stuff and laterally through them in some sequences logically this movie is not sound as like a narrative or anything, but like I never felt confused. Like there's a scene when he's watching, when they first go out together, for instance, and he's watching the bride dance, Frank is, and she's like, "Dance with me," and he's like, "I don't dance," and she's like, "Yeah, you do," you're almost saying at the same.
You're killing Frank, by the way. You're killing your Frank impression.
It's Christian Bale. If you notice, there's a certain way he holds his mouth, and once you do that, it's really easy to do his voice. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
I also noticed in this movie he like has a similar look to David Harbour. Anyway,
Yes. You're right.
it's so he's like watching her. Anyway, you're almost saying yes, you do dance at the same time because we've watched like he's gone and memorized all of Jake Gyllenhaal's dancing movies. Like he does dance. He knows that. Like he specifically went and taught himself how to dance so that he would be
But
able
he
to
doesn't do
impress him.
clubbing dance.
Right. But so we have this sequence where he's watching her dance with other people, and then he sees himself like dancing with her and doing his like Fred Astaire routine and shit. And in that scene, it's like not literally. It's him like sort of, I guess, building up the confidence, or it's within his own head. It's interior. It's like, but like later on when he's doing the dance number at the thing with Jake Gyllenhaal, it's a mix of the two in that it is literally happening, but it's being goosed by sort of his interior world.
Yeah.
But both of those are clear to me.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
which is like I definitely was never confused.
No,
And, like
I
they do
wasn't-
this whole thing with Christian Bale's like dance fantasies in
Yeah,
his
yeah.
movie, which is such a weird thread throughout.
it's him wanting to be a person. It's what he latched on to.
Right? Yeah. They do a lot more work on Frank than I thought they would, because I'm
too.
like, it doesn't feel like it's about him, but it's so much that I will say Christian Bale shines in this. Also, like they do. You've been to a lot of punk things. I certainly have. I know these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Like I know the very talkative, aggressive punk chick, and then her like Frankenstein boyfriend who's
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to dance, but I will beat someone up in an alleyway. Thank you very much. Like I know these guys.
Yeah.
I know these guys
Yeah.
really well.
I've played in
Like-
bands with some of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the thing. Frankenstein plays off as a type of guy, which is that guy who's like, "No, I don't dance. Don't. I'll sit and watch you dance and get furious." And it's like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm get possessive and weird about it.
yeah, exactly. Like I fucking know
Yeah.
this couple.
It's a
It
good
works really well.
it's a good performance in that. Yeah, there's more to the character than you sort of expect. He's different than you sort of expect from the trailer,
Right.
But both obviously in her writing and direction, because she's steering the ship and probably would not let that happen unless it was intentionally. But like he never overshadows her, or like he never overshadows Jesse Buckley, right? Like he's very
No,
much the
but he's-
supporting character.
Yeah, but he's way meatier. You could argue, I haven't thought about this too hard. You could probably argue he's the antagonist in the sense that he's the one who's probably directly causing the struggles
Yes.
of the bride.
Yeah, he is.
And he is kind of a prick. Again, he's like a little kid, because at first, I love when they first wake her up and she's like, "You should stay the night," and he says something like, "It would be an honor to share my bed."
Yeah, he's just
And then
such like
Benning
a,
looks at him like, "Come on, man."
yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, like he's so pathetically lonely.
Yeah. He's going through his own stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of these
And-
things where like I think this relationship will fix what's wrong with me. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
He's-
And tell me,
yeah.
to some extent, where he's like, "I'm so lonely," and she's like, "Everybody's lonely," and he's like, "When you shook my hand back there, it's the first time I've ever shook someone's hand."
Yeah.
Like,
First time
it's
it's ever
like,
happened.
oh,
to me.
okay.
Oh, okay. So
I
you
see.
are lonely. Got it.
Yeah. Like he's a guy that everybody runs from and screams about, and so like it's
Presumably, the entirety of Frankenstein happened to him.
right. Which I mean, I get it, but if I saw this guy, I'd be like, I want that guy on my side. I'm gonna buy that guy a drink, that Frankenstein.
Yeah.
But,
we do
you know,
live in a kind
whatever.
of a heightened reality too, where people aren't that weirded out by him, and like he did just almost look Annette Bening up in the phone book under Mad Scientist.
Right.
So
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that
I
part of it's
also-
fun.
People
that
being
wasn't. That
revolted-
was just sort of like a related, like a footnote to what you were saying. It wasn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
anyway.
I mean, well, this is not that's what you were saying before about like the movie's. This isn't a movie that you like pour through looking for plot holes, I guess.
No, it's
because
not designed that way.
It's kind of like it's weird to say that because it's like,
You really should do that with movies anyway, but like,
but like, how do you grade movies in this way? You know what I
Right.
mean? Where it's like there are some movies that present itself in a way of like we're being really smart, and it's hard not to
yes.
then
Yeah.
notice if it's not being smart, Mm-hmm. This movie is being fun. And so if someone was like, I don't like this movie, I didn't have fun, I didn't enjoy it, then it's like, okay, there's nothing more you can say to that person.
Yeah. But like it's less about like trying to solve or outsmart a movie. And it's more like you noticed, like, you don't go looking for plot holes, but you start noticing them when the movie's bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. You get bored.
yeah,
and
you get
start
bored,
going
and you're like,
that
well,
doesn't make any sense.
Or if it's like really bad, like, I'm not excusing every plot hole, because if it's like really bad, then you're like, well, fucking wait. Like, if somebody dies and then comes back, you're like, wait, hang on.
Oh, yeah. Or if like it's really corporate and like you can feel that it's like was written by 6 people.
Yeah.
And you're just
Kraft macaroni and cheese would never do such a thing.
Right.
Doesn't sound like the most natural dialogue.
Yeah, this is like, again, it there's a lot of points for the fact that it's Maggie Gyllenhaal basically like really putting herself out there. Again, it feels like going to someone's poetry performance where you're like, where it's just like that's immediately kind of a brave thing to do. Obviously, this has a lot of money and people behind it, so it's less brave, I guess, than someone just.
Gyllenhaals are a Hollywood family, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
but it's cool that she's using all that
to
do this.
Right. Yeah.
She must have had to sell it at some point, and I think the selling.
Goodness,
I really
even
think
then,
it was like. Look at Joker. I really think it was like corporate guys being like, we're doing a Joker to Frankenstein. And someone's like, oh, I get that.
I mean,
I
I'm
understand
sure
what
a
you're
big
saying.
part of it is, and I can get Christian Bale as Frankenstein.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Jake Gyllenhaal's there, too.
And my brother Jake is in it.
I got my brother.
Also, my weirdo husband's in it.
Wait, who's her weirdo husband?
Peter Sarsgaard.
Oh, I didn't know they were married.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, this is Maggie Gyllenhaal just like starting a group text.
Yeah.
Like, you guys want to make a Frankenstein movie?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think like it's. I'm really happy this got made, and my thought was, how did she trick money people into getting this made? Because I just don't think this is a movie that's destined to make a lot of money.
No,
I think this is a movie that when I was 13, someone would throw on a VHS of, and like it just feels like it was made to be kind of a cult classic.
Yeah.
More than it was made to make $1 billion. So I have to assume someone said, look at the Joker. That made a lot of money. So will this. Frankenstein's hot right now. He's hot.
White hot. Off those Oscar noms from Guillermo del Toro's version. Right.
I also think it's just funny whenever we have these Frankenstein waves because I really don't think Frankenstein's ever hot, but it's
cyclical.
Fine.
No, he's cold by definition.
Yeah, that's true. He must smell. I think that's why people are kind of revolted by him. Like, I think
he literally
smells
apologizes.
like rot.
Christian Bale apologizes for the smell once or twice.
Yeah,
he does smell like rot.
Yeah, he can try to do something about that. He can wear cologne, but then it just smells like cologne and rot.
Yeah, it just smells like flowers and shit. That's what they used to do
like
at funerals. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There was talk about the violence of this movie. I didn't.
Yeah, and that was interesting. I wanted to talk to you about that because I had texted you before because I had seen a few interview clips with Maggie Gyllenhaal before going to see this, and in one of them she was talking about the violence in the film and having to negotiate with these money people to take some of the violence out. There's a scene where Jesse Buckley bites a guy's tongue out. That was one of the harsher ones. And you see a little bit of it in the trailer, but like Frank curb stomps a guy. He American History X is a guy. But like that's kind of it. And then she also spends a lot of time in that interview talking about a sexual assault scene and emphasizing, hey, look, this in the same light, like I wanted to present the violence in a way that didn't shy away from it. Like I wanted to, she said something, I'm paraphrasing, but she said to the effect of, I wanted each character to not do the stormtrooper type violence where you just kind of blast a faceless person, they fall away. It's like you spend a minute with them, you see the visceral reality of the violence, so that it's not a good thing that this is happening. Even though it's not it's a very minor character, it's still not a good thing. And she was
Right.
like, I approached the sexual assault with the same thing, with the same belief that it's not a pleasant thing, but I also didn't want to. I didn't want to treat it like it was something to throw away, like a stormtrooper being shot. So I texted you about that to let you know, because people don't like to be surprised by scenes
Right.
like that. But then going in and watching the movie, it was not anywhere near as intense as what I was expecting. And I
Same.
wanted to bring that up to you specifically because it's like, compare the way that she wrote and directed and speaks about that scene to the way that male filmmakers write and direct and talk about sex. Like, compare this to the assault
yeah.
scene in like The Accused
Right.
or like Irreversible.
But yeah, well, so Irreversible is obviously notorious.
It's notorious for
There's a lot to say about that. Partially, I'm
and
like,
it also
I feel
made
like
me
the
think of
bar is low.
Blink Twice with Zoe Kravitz.
Blink
the Zoe
Twice,
Kravitz
yes.
movie, where she
Yes.
literally puts a trigger warning in the beginning of the film.
Yeah. Now, as part of me thinks the bar is low, where I was like, that we're so used to violence being like, we're so used to Captain America on a boat slamming a guy in the neck with a shield and they fall off the ship and then they're like, he's good. Captain America's good. And I'm like,
Right.
I think he killed a man just then.
I remember-
I think he killed that man.
That it's just real quick, as a real quick side note, that's been an inside joke between me and my brother since Winter Soldier came out, is because that movie begins with him like coming up on a ship and beating the shit out of people. Like, the first
Yeah.
thing he does is rock 3 guys into the Indian Ocean with his shield, and it's like,
Right.
those guys are dead. It's like, fuck you, Steve
yeah.
Rogers, into the Indian
A
Ocean.
slow death.
Yeah.
And it's
he crushed your collarbone with his powerful foot. Kicked
Yeah.
you off the deck of a ship. That's like 100 feet.
right. And I find that type of violence really disrespectful and grotesque because it doesn't, it's just like, nah, they're fine. They're fine somehow. And it's like, no, they're not. They're really not. You didn't do the work to show me those guys are fine. Like, this isn't the Spider-Man game where every like, even like, it's the new Spider-Man games when you kick someone off a building, they do like web them to the side of the building.
Yeah.
I notice where they're like, it's fine, he's fine, and it's like, oh, that's
Pile
not fine,
drive
but
that
sure.
son of a bitch off a skyscraper.
Yeah, I was like, man, I was trying to kill that man, but sure, he's fine.
That's my favorite game.
Oh yeah.
From Spider-Man 2 on,
See how many people you can hurl off a
is
building.
you take them to the highest point in the city and do a pile driver.
Oh yeah.
You
And
can
then
do it in
they're
every
like-
game. They can
yeah.
they can do that bullshit where you knock a guy off and they web him to the side of the building. Not when I pile drive him.
Not when you pile drive.
He's coming
They'll
all the
still
way
probably
down
make
with
the guy
me.
like they'll make the guy like roll in the ground or something. Be
like he'll
oh,
start
and it's
rolling
like,
and
no,
covering
you're
his
dead.
forehead.
You're dead.
Like he got his bell rung.
Yeah, I killed you, sir.
It's like, buddy, I just tombstoned you off the Chrysler building.
And so,
Anyway.
like, that type of violence, I think, is just like really fucking shitty.
It's
and I hate to keep,
irresponsible. It is. It's.
yeah,
I think it really desensitized a couple of generations of people to the reality
Right.
of gun violence in particular.
I hate to keep bringing up Joker only because I only saw that once, but I forget how Joker. I feel like the thing about Joker was it was a product of this bar being so low, where the Joker just did like a Scorsese film and everybody was like, oh my God, that was incredible. And it was like, we used to have films like this all the time. Like it was like, now the Joker is in this movie and we just sort of,
Yeah,
and
I
like the
guess.
violence in that didn't even feel that.
I guess he's the Joker.
Like-
Yeah, the Joker feels like white male rage masquerading as mental health commentary. It's like such a feeble commentary on mental health.
Right. And then the art side felt like it was like for people who were born yesterday who didn't know that we made movies like this already.
Somebody badly misunderstanding Taxi Driver.
Yeah, and so it's all to say that like I don't remember the violence in that being particularly graphic either. But I'd have
It's
to rewatch
bloody.
it.
It's bloody, but he only kills quote unquote bad people or people who like
Right.
deserve it.
And so like these days, whenever a movie
Excuse
is
me.
like gritty, it's still like, meh, you know what I mean? Where it's like the bar feels generally low. Like the Batman, I really like the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But the violence of that is pretty like it's superhero violence for the most part.
For
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Batman that's an interesting one because
Is
it's
there a Sarsgaard in that?
yes, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he posted he posted a picture on his Instagram. I remember when he was announced as being cast in the movie of Maggie Gyllenhaal shaving his head for the role because she was in a Batman as well.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all in this movie. Well, they're not all in this. Maggie's not
all
in
the
this movie.
Oh yeah, Batman.
But
Batman's
yeah, Christian
there.
Bale, Batman himself is in it.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Where like superhero violence, even when done in a gritty way, is still always feels like superhero violence.
There's violence around. Like I'm thinking specifically of the scene where John Turturro chokes a woman to death.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
That was
whoa.
pretty good.
But yeah, like when it's Batman, he's just punching and kicking people. And,
Yeah.
even that guy that he pummels in the beginning that doesn't get back up, it's still like treated like, well, he'll get back up eventually.
Right, and then there's movie violence in general, where it's like, movie violence in general is always kind of,
Because it has to be.
yeah. And so I'd say it's all to say that like I appreciate her giving people those heads up for sure. Mm-hmm. And I feel like some of it's a product of watching this. I was like, this is just like kind of just pre-superhero movie violence. This is like
Well, and I guess, but
it's interesting because I would also
Game of
argue
Thrones, like the sexual violence on Game of Thrones is out of control.
oh yeah,
And like it's
Yes.
just, I think you're right of what you were saying about the bar just being so low.
right. And sexual violence specifically when something is gritty like Game of Thrones, and they just keep throwing it out left
Yeah.
and right because they're like easy way to make someone bad. Just have.
Well, and it's
them-
also like I was interested specifically, and it's like I'm not like I only know how those scenes affect me as a man watching it.
it's still upsetting. but
It's still
yes.
upsetting, but yeah, like so it was just interesting to hear her commenting on it and being expecting something like that, like The Accused, or like
Right.
Irreversible, even, and then to see it and it sort of being very.
They're all interrupted. All the
It's
sexual violence
interrupted.
scenes are.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
three,
there's-
I believe.
they're still intense and it's upsetting,
Yeah.
but it's like they're so not graphic compared to the notorious depictions
Yeah.
of it that exist in American film. Well, actually,
Yes,
not American film,
absolutely.
film in general, because Irreversible is not an American movie.
No,
That's a French
no,
film,
I
right?
mean, yeah, I think so. It must be. Look at it.
Well, I mean, it's,
Look at all that.
Vincent Cassel and anyway, forget.
Yeah.
It's not a movie I revisit.
No. It's a.
Is it Monica Bellucci?
I think I don't know. It's one of those movies that feels more like an experiment where you're like you watch it once maybe, but it was like
Yeah.
let's just I don't know. Who watches Irreversible more than once is my
Right.
point.
It's like
Who throws that on for fun?
it's like a tape of your own death.
yeah,
Like you
exactly.
see it, you're like, I got it.
Yeah, I didn't even need to watch it the first time.
I got it.
But I watched it, yeah.
Will never forget this.
I won't, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me this, I guess.
That was your intent. Mission accomplished, I guess.
right. It's in this movie. So here's the thing is like, I understand the conversation they must have had because one of my thoughts watching this, I kept saying, this seems like it almost, there's more fun in it.
Yeah.
And so, like, I can see someone looking at this and going, like, why can't we just make this PG-13? Because there's this thought, I kept having this thought of, like, teenagers would love this movie.
Yeah.
It's very punk rock. It's very rebellious in that way.
You
where
honestly could have gotten away with most of it.
Right. And so, like, part of me is, like, I feel like it would have probably found its audience a lot more. That said, it's not like teenagers don't watch R-rated things,
Right.
you know?
Also, they let you in at 17. You're still a teenager.
Yeah. So like that's all to say that I don't. I think it was. I think the way they landed on it was good, but I know why they had the conversation. I think.
Yeah.
Which they probably looked at it and they went like, "Man, we could easily." Because the thing is, the violence in this is more gratuitous than violence used to be. Like you don't see someone's head get crushed in Taxi Driver. You know, like they show.
No, but that murder spree
That's
at
what
the
she's
end is
referring to.
real grimy.
That what?
The murder spree at the end of Taxi Driver is real
Oh, yes.
grimy. Like it's not gory.
Oh yeah.
but I know what you're
You
saying.
know how
it's not
someone's head.
Excuse me. It's not violent, but it isn't gory. You're correct. This is gory.
There was this, like, I feel like this happened in the 80s or even later, is this idea that, like, I'm going to just call it head crushing.
Yeah.
Head crushing would belong in a trauma film. It would belong in an Evil Dead type film. Whereas violence in like a Scorsese film would be like bloodiness. It would be on performance. It would be more of like the effects of violence. And like combining the two didn't happen later. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's true, but like you look at a movie like, I don't know, American History X, where it's like not showing a certain act of violence made it way more effective and upsetting.
And it was slightly different because, and I say American History X is a guy in this reductively for the purposes of comedy, but it's not actually the same thing. He's not curbing him in that he's not telling him to bite the curb, which is a specific kind of like maiming, which is like to me even like conceptually more horrifying.
That's the thing. You didn't have to show it American History X. It's more effective to let people just work it out in their minds versus less where it's like, I guess I'm saying like the idea of how do you depict violence in a way that makes people react to violence the way they should really varies. And I don't know if
there's a lot of
has
latitude
to do with showing it.
No. You can show the impact and effect of it. Like we're talking about The Dark Knight. Every time when Joker Why So Serious is people, we don't see it, but we know what he's doing. We can see the people's reactions, like the intensity of the music, the performances in the scene. That's a violent scene,
right?
Even though there's no blood in it, or like something like Scarface, notorious for the chainsaw scene. We do not see anything. We see a little bit of blood splash over some guy's eye, and then it zooms out, and all you hear is like the sound of the apartment gets drowned out by music, and it zooms in on the car waiting outside, and all the ambient music bleeds in and drowns it out. So it's this knowledge that this extreme, horrific, nightmarish murder is happening while all these people are just going around their normal day.
Right.
Psycho, where we don't really see much in Psycho, it's a lot of impressions in Psycho, down to where like, in the Van Zandt remake, where he shows you literally like lightning striking a tree and like a cow in a field and shit.
That was real dumb.
He goes hog wild with it. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. There's a lot of latitude in showing violence that's not necessarily showing the act itself.
And there's a lot of debate. There's the Michael Haneke like funny games of it all, where it's like, you know, is any
showing
violence,
it at all is
right, or using violence as a form of entertainment, just fundamentally, which that is like taking issue with every movie that includes violence.
Exactly. It's something I said earlier, almost offhandedly. I said, well, you can't really in a movie deal with violence 100% realistically because like doing a crash roll out of a car in an action movie, you'd have to stop. John McClane has to go to the hospital now. Like, but that's what Haneke's talking about, where it's like any depiction of violence is minimizing it because you can't treat it realistically. So you're already minimizing it and sensationalizing it for the purposes of entertainment just by depicting it in the way that you're doing.
Right, just by using it as a form of suspense or as a form of so
as
like,
a narrative
I
device,
think,
even.
Yeah, and so like
I don't know
think
if I
in this
agree with
case,
that, but that's what his position is. Anyway,
I understand.
I understand it. I totally understand it. Yeah.
He's talking more philosophical in a way, which is like, because then you could bring that all to novels and like
anything,
any form of entertainment.
And he starts getting really into like Nietzsche and shit, probably. Where I'm like,
right, and you could look back at the human race and go,
must be destroyed.
Right, because it's like, I get what he's saying, and I'm like, yeah, I guess it's better than having gladiators fight each other, though. Like, we clearly like this. We clearly, the human race clearly has some sort of weird bloodlust in us that we like watching movies like this. But like, so for in this movie of like, it's hard to say if she succeeded in what she set out to do because one, I personally am so desensitized.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like seeing this, the audience reaction is more of like, ooh, it's like, oh, gnarly, more than being like, oh my God, even though it is showing like a very realistic portrayal of Frankenstein stomping on a guy's head in an alleyway.
Yeah. Just squishes it.
I'd say she accomplishes that with the sexual violence in that it's very uncomfortable. Who's that cop, by the way? I know that cop.
I don't recognize him.
Really?
She talked about him in the interview I saw, but I didn't really recognize him. But she did mention him specifically, his performance.
Someone's yelling out where I've seen that cop. Yeah. He's good. He's a good creep. He did good creep.
Solid. Man, what a creepy scene. His just like snickering into his limericks. Ugh.
His name is Louis Cancelmi. It's I'm saying that wrong. Definitely. All right, so he's been like some Scorsese. Where the hell have I don't know. Maybe it's The Penguin. I just watched The Penguin. I know his face. He's got a shit face. He's got like a shithead face.
He does. He's got a good face.
No offense to him, but he's got a shithead face.
Like Lupino, the gangster. He knows what he looks like. It's a big part of being an actor. You got to know what you look like.
Yeah. Although again, that's why I'm sorry. This is not related, but this is why Glenn Powell, I'm so proud of him for getting over shithead face.
Man, yeah.
Like he has overcome his shithead face affliction.
Making it work for him.
I know.
Man, he came out of the gates in Top Gun, man.
Yeah. And I was like, oh no, buddy, that's your career.
Yeah.
But much like Tom Cruise, he got over asshole face.
Yeah. Well, he was more the Val Kilmer in that, but yeah.
Who, Tom Cruise?
Glenn Powell.
He
was more
I
ice,
just mean
the Iceman.
they both have asshole face.
That's true. And yeah, Tom Cruise did start off playing like villains and shit, like in Taps.
Yeah, or I always think of The Color of Money, where they really play up him being like a real swarmy asshole. Yeah, he overcame it. It's hard.
A Few Good Men. Hard. He's kind of smarmy in A Few Good. He doesn't want to do the case in A Few Good Men.
Oh yeah, he's a coward in that.
He does that more than we give him credit for. Old Tom.
He used to play assholes.
Like an Edge of Tomorrow. He's a coward.
Yeah. Because he has asshole face, and someone told him early on, you have asshole face, make it work for you. And they rehabilitated him by making him play assholes who then kind of get better in the movie.
Who get Scrooged.
Yeah, like Jerry Maguire even, where it's like he's kind of an asshole.
He is a bit of an asshole, yeah. Bob Sugar's worse, but he's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah. He knew what he was doing. Yeah. And Glenn Powell, I would argue, like Twisters, where it's like he knows to kind of work that angle too.
And he's the same thing in as Hangman in Top Gun. He's an asshole at first, but at the end you're like, all right, Hangman, you came in and helped us.
Yeah,
you're
clearly
still part of the team at the end of the day.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if he has Tom Cruise's agents and they looked at him and they're like, oh, we got a new one. We know what to do with you.
I don't want to keep bringing up interviews that I've watched, but I've noticed he's very carefully media managed.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of his responses are very careful. So
Church has him. I hope not.
Would not be surprised if he has similar handlers to a Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just that his star is on the rise and they see a lot of money in his future, so...
Yeah, he could have played Frankenstein. No, he couldn't have.
He can play I Frankenstein.
He could have I Frankenstein.
He could have I Frankenstein.
They should make a sequel. God, I Frankenstein. They should make a new one.
Bride of I Frankenstein. And it's Mila Jovovich.
Hell yeah.
Just kicking people.
We haven't talked much about Jessie Buckley, but mainly because she's just killing it.
Oh yeah,
much like
it
Christian
almost goes without saying. Like she is the movie. Jessie Buckley's the movie.
Yeah, it's hard because Christian Bale is definitely like watching him play a stiff, bolt-necked Frankenstein doing a musical number like he's back in the Newsies. It was like, fuck, man, I haven't seen Christian Bale dance in a while. So I think I just have more of a relationship with him.
Young Frankenstein bit.
Yeah. And it's like moments like that where I'm like, if you asked me a year ago if I was going to get to see something like this, I wouldn't have thought so, but I wouldn't have been surprised, I guess. Jessie Buckley it's interesting because she's just in everything.
Yeah.
But
she's a real
it's
chameleon.
Yeah, but she's like an indie person.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, this is probably this isn't probably the biggest thing she's been in.
I'm
but
trying
this
to think, like, because the main thing I've seen her in is I'm thinking of Ending Things.
Yeah, she's also in Men.
That's right, Men.
Yeah, she has a bad time with dudes.
Yeah.
She has that issue.
Yeah.
She's in that Hamnet, which I haven't seen.
That's
but
right.
She's
I need to watch
she's
Hamnet.
Professor Hamnet in that. She was apparently in Chernobyl, which I got to rewatch because I just didn't
Yeah, she's the
know her then.
She's the the bride. She's the bride of the paramedic, I believe.
Oh,
The guy who dies in the first episode, or not
apparently
the
in
first
Taboo.
episode.
Remember Taboo?
I do. I don't remember her in it though. I need to go back. It's been like 10 years since I watched Taboo.
Yeah, that movie or that show is grisly. Oh, just instantly clicking on Taboo and you see her in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is her. I just didn't know. I was looking at her.
Yeah, I just didn't know her then.
Yeah, I don't know. She's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great
I like-
performance.
She's just going where she's apparently in the Fargo TV series too. She's just going where the acting is. It feels like,
yeah, man.
but this does
Look at
feel
all
this is
these
probably the
parts.
biggest thing she's done.
Tobias sitting down on the bench.
She, you know what she reminds me actually is early Christian Bale. Because remember Christian Bale was a weird little freak doing like indie stuff all the time.
He still does pick like weird movies.
Yeah, look at this.
Like this,
that was
yeah.
part of. That was actually, I think, why I was glomming onto Christian Bale, because I've seen his career for so long, and this felt like something he would do in the past. Like, I feel like he hasn't done this as much.
Yeah,
But I'm also wrong about that, because I just looked at what he's done, and he just did The Pale Blue Eye, which was like a weird little indie.
he's got a lot of them.
He did Amsterdam, which I didn't see.
No,
but
that's a nor will I be. The David
yeah,
O.
he
Russell
keeps being
joint.
in David O. Russell films.
Yeah, nobody's perfect.
Like Madden. He's going to be in Madden.
That's right.
He's also in Heat 2.
Sweet
Yeah.
Heat. That's what they should call it.
Yeah. I think he just had that brief moment, right, where he was Batman, and then he's in Thor doing his Thor thing.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting he was in that. They chased him
Yeah.
for a while too. He probably got a lot of money out of that.
Yeah, and he's like better than that movie
Yeah,
needs him to be.
He's in a different movie.
Yeah.
He's playing this tragic, grotesque but pitiable villain that's like bigger than the galaxy almost. He's so melodramatic, and then
Right.
it's this goofball ass movie with screaming goats.
Looking at his career, really Batman's the weird the
Yeah,
odd man
Batman's
out.
the outlier.
Yeah, where he usually plays like skinny weird little freaks.
That's why we were excited about him playing Batman.
Right. It was like
Oh, you're
it's
gonna get
kind of
this weird
Robert
little,
Pattinson.
Exactly. We're gonna get this weird little freak
they-
playing Batman. All right.
They realize that's the pattern,
Yeah.
right? Like they were like, "Oh, we got to get weird little freaks.
Well-
Don't get George Clooney. Get weird little freaks."
To paraphrase Batman Forever, who is Batman?
Yeah,
He's a weird little freak.
he's a weird little freak. The only thing close to that is the Reign of Fire. Looking at his career,
Sweet.
yeah,
Jesse Buckley in that too. That'd be nuts. Yeah, she's one of the dragons. Yeah, this movie, I really liked this movie.
I did too. There's not much I had to say about it, only because I do feel like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's silly. I think it's the whole bride movement where they're all like. Like, that's not a bad idea, but like the conception of that is like one party that she was at. I was just like, I don't know how, like they do this sequence where she's like saying all the sins and they're cutting to all the women and it's like really resonating with the women. And it's just, and then it becomes like this, it's like a
movement, yeah.
fever dream.
Yeah.
The whole thing is kind of like a weird little fever dream.
Yeah, she kind of starts her own flapper movement within the flapper movement.
Yeah, which was cool. It's like there's some style over substance in the way the plot moves forward, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like characters are a little simplistic. The way things kind of happen is a little simplistic at times. But overall, like it's very fun and interesting and unique.
Yeah. And like I said, because it slides so easily and frequently in and out of like perspective and tone and meta, it's the simplicity of those connective pieces didn't hit me as hard, or like I just didn't, this didn't
Same.
rub me the wrong way as much as I guess they would have in a different movie.
And I think it's very beautiful and well directed, and it looks, and like it's just nice to watch a movie that's weird and unique. We watched on a movie night the Netflix movie War Machine, which I had seen The Bride earlier that day,
Same.
and it's like, yeah, and it's like after watching The Bride especially, where it's just like, can we just be fucking weird? Let's just be fucking weird,
Glad we
guys.
gave these numbskulls money to make whatever this is.
Right. Where it's like, we're making movies. Come on, let's have fun with it.
Yeah.
Let's do something. Let's
more fun with
experiment.
this.
It's not going to be for everybody, but that's okay. We're not trying to make it for everybody. And
Not
so
every
like,
movie is.
yeah. And so it's just refreshing to watch a movie like this.
Yeah, I agree.
It ends with the monster mash.
It does. What a delight. What a delight. It was indeed a graveyard smash.
It was.
Because they do smash.
They do smash. Mm-hmm.
Not in a graveyard.
No. They should have. I guess it's too on the nose.
Too on the nose. We got the song at the end. We know.
Yeah.
We know. We know she wanted to do that.
Of course.
She's like, is that too much? That's probably too much.
It's Mulder.
I got the Young
pegged.
Frankenstein reference in there. That's
God, they did. I have nothing else to say.
same.
Hey, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. If you go on there, you can get exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, Himboos, which is about supernatural. God, those Winchester boys, they'd be all over this case. They'd be blowing Frankenstein away, hitting on the bride.
Wouldn't have taken him long to crack this case. They'd have shot him
Yeah.
and he would have died.
You're
I
right.
guess that worked.
That did it. We also watch movies every Friday night with our patrons as well. We have all sorts of stuff on our Patreon. Just go check that
Yeah,
out.
check it out. We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com. You can find a link to our Teespring store, where we have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So check that out. Please rate and review our podcasts wherever you're listening, and check out our other show, Badical, BADICAL, also wherever you are listening. Do all those things.
Do all of those things. There's not an Igor in this. I guess that lady.
That lady,
She's kind of
like,
refusing to call to adventure.
Annette
to be
Bening has
Igor.
like a lady assistant. I don't remember what her name
Yeah.
is, but
Does not ask questions.
no.
I love a good Igor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are they doing it? What are they doing it for?
As long as the check clears.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew, or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at artnessbyjustinbrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at starlenearts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.